Hey everyone, it's Tiffany T here, and it is day 12 of Wade and T's 30-day vulnerability challenge. And I've been really challenged this evening. I'm actually making a video early for me. I think it's only like 1 o'clock in the morning or something. I usually get mine out at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Sometimes I just go to bed because I'm too tired, and then I do it when I get up, like the editing and stuff. But I didn't know, just like you, Wade. I was just watching your video, and I didn't know like what to talk about. I mean, there's so much, yet I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I've been in one of those introspective moods lately, um, but it's so cool because I'm learning so much, and these last 12 days. I mean, not only these last 12 days, but just gosh, just this year is already freaking April. All right, is it April? um, but yeah, it's just so wonderful. And I really think that our days and how we view them and how we feel about them really all lies in our perception. It lies in the eye of the beholder. So I was just thinking tonight, and I was like, I wonder what Wade shared about. And Wade, I loved your video, by the way. It was awesome. I just, you make my heart smile. Um, and I too agree with you in the sense that I like sometimes feel bad for making like longer videos than I intend on. Because, from being in the internet marketing industry and everything, you're taught, keep them 7 to 10 minutes, no longer. But I'm one of those people that are like, fuck the rules. I'm gonna do my own thing. And I'm just stubborn sometimes. I'm totally stubborn. And fuck, the heater just came on. Now it's gonna ruin my sound. Oh well, whatever. Um, excuse my language. Actually, never mind. Don't excuse it. That's, yeah. But so I was like sitting here tonight, and it literally took me forever, it seemed like, to have a topic. And you know what I came to the conclusion of? Like sometimes you just don't have a topic. Sometimes you just gotta wing it and do it and just say whatever comes from the heart. And that's genuine. And I'm the type of person, I like to plan everything, and everything has to like, be on its own agenda and schedule and in this way, and like it's really challenging for me to just like release all that and just go. I mean, if you were to see the behind the scenes footage when Tom Ladegard was interviewing me for my documentary bio story thing for Eternal Roots, eternal-roots.com, you guys would have cracked up. I'd have to share some of those pictures because I literally had notes everywhere. Because I just go off on these tangents, then I go off into another realm and I forget what my point was to begin with. So I have to bring myself back down and remind myself, first of all, which dimension I'm in, and second of all, what I'm talking about, what my point is. And so, yeah, so tonight I'm being vulnerable and I'm not having a point. I do want to, however, comment on a couple of things, Wade, that you said. One, I can totally relate to you with the long video thing. But like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think that you should be, or I should be, or anyone should be defined by something that's definable, because we're not definable. I mean, we're all so uniquely different. And who is to say what's right and what's wrong for us? I really don't think anybody is. I don't think they have the, um, to put it in a nice way, I don't think they have the say so. That's our business. And some people might like it, some people might not like it, and that's totally fine because everybody is entitled to their own opinion, to their own like view and perspective of the world. Um, Oh yeah, that's another thing. I came across a really, really amazing video last night. I didn't get much sleep because I'm just like literally so inspired lately in life that my brain is just going and going and going, and I don't like to take medication anymore to like knock myself out unless I have to, unless I'm up for 2 or 3 days, then I know there's no balance in my life. But there is this, well, I call her a little girl. It's funny because tonight when I showed Dino her video, I to me I thought she was like 13. I mean, she's so beautiful, so gorgeous, and I think she's from like Australia or something. And I really thought she was 13. And he's like, babe, she's like 18. I'm like, oh my gosh, that means I'm getting so old. I mean, not literally, but yeah. My point is, this little girl is so adorable, and I believe she has the capability and the capacity, the heart and the drive to really make a difference, like in a big way. And I'm sharing the link in this video. It's a 5-minute video. You guys should all go watch it. She is inspiring at such a young age. So much wisdom, full of so much wisdom. So she was talking about Mike Dooley. If you guys don't know who Mike Dooley is, he's an author. He runs with like the Louise Hay crowd. He's one of my favorite authors, and I got to see him last year in person. I got to see him speak. I'm holding 2 of his books here right now because she was talking about one of the books that she started reading, and this little young woman who's gonna just rock it in life already, I can tell, is the voice of truth. Like, if all the younger little generations before us, I'm pretty sure she's probably like 3 or 2 generations before me. But generations, it doesn't matter in age, whatever. This is all just like a human body age anyway, in my opinion. But really, I encourage you to watch that video. I completely forgot her name. I feel so bad. But like I said, I don't have notes. I don't have anything with me tonight except for a couple books that I just wanted to share a couple things from. But yeah, she's on fire and she's so freaking adorable. So watch her video. And then also, Wade, I wanted to comment on, I too went through the same thing. For those of you who don't know who I am or who haven't been following me or whatever, I used to do modeling way back in the day, and I was a pretty successful model for about 6 years. And I could have gone to that next level. I mean, it was enough for me to have my 10 seconds of fame of, being on a couple billboards in a few cities that were up for years, or being on the cover of the Rolling Stone CD called Stoned Again, or Miss September for Orange County, or just all this stuff I did. But I didn't want to be known for my looks, because there's so much more of a depth to me than just, oh, you're so pretty or whatever, your body's nice. Okay, great. At the end of the day, I'm gonna age. This is all gonna go away. What's there gonna be left? I mean, I just think that's so shallow. So I literally, like, it wasn't really a dream of mine ever to be a famous model or whatever. It was just something I was really passionate about, and I love photography. But I wanted to, if I was going to blow up big like that, I wanted it to be for my brains and for my heart and for what's inside of me, not this shell that I occupy. And it's funny because, Wade, when you say, it's weird you get all these letters from people saying thank you. Like, first of all, that's awesome. That means that you're making an impact. Somehow, some way, whether it's minute or on a big level, you are making an impact in someone's life, in multiple lives. And that's awesome. However, it's kind of scary. Whoops. it is kind of scary because I remember when I first started modeling, I had a book like a little bit less thicker than this, full of pages that I had printed out from fans who had never even seen me talk. Like with modeling, it's completely different. You're not on film. I mean, you're not moving. It's still photography, still pictures. You know, you're not as putting yourself out there. That's what I like about photography. It's more controlled. I'm a control freak. But I just, it tripped me out because when I was down and out, I had that book around to read, but these were like comments from people who didn't even know me, from like 30, 40 something different countries, that countries I never even heard of. And I'm like, wow. If And I remember this was like I don't know, 15 years ago. And I was like, if I can make that kind of an impact from someone just not even talking to me, from just seeing a picture with no even quotes. I mean, this is like way back in the day before internet was really even that big. I didn't have like really a website or anything. Then I'm like, wow, there's something more to this than just vanity. But it is hard to accept. However, what I've learned in the process, Wade, um, the more I've come to love and accept myself and to really just fall in love with myself. And I know that may sound conceited to some people, and some people may not get it. I don't mean it in a conceited way. I mean it as really falling in love with yourself, loving yourself, the precious person you are, despite your faults, despite your shortcomings, despite all that bullshit that's fed to us. No one's perfect. But just once you like, I mean, I know you've already started the process, but I'm just saying this because it's really a cool thing. Like, I get notes like that now, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's right. Thank you. Like, I so deserve that. And I make an effort to acknowledge the other people in my life who deserve it as well. And so it's like this give and receive, ebb and flow in this amazing, abundant, wonderful, genius universe that we live in. And it's so cool. And that's one of the reasons why Mike Dooley is one of my favorite authors. He's high up there on my list. I have many. Right now, I've been reading his book called 10 Things Dead People Want to Tell You. Trip out on that. It's a good book. You can get it on Kindle or something. I don't know. But anyways, I have Infinite Possibilities here. And if you don't know, he's the creator of the Tuts from the universe. Like every day, he sends you messages in your inbox um, from the universe. And they're like literally noted from the universe. It's so cool. And they sometimes, for me, just happen to come at the exact perfect timing where I'm like, whoa, I was literally no bullshit just talking about this topic. Wow. Like, thank you, Source. Thank you, Universe. But anyways, I wanted to share a couple of things. This is his book, Notes from the Universe. And Wade, I was thinking about you when I was going through a couple of these. So, okay, one of them says, you've been worthy. You are worthy. You'll be worthy. And I know sometimes we can downplay ourselves and get that fear, that those false expectations appearing real in our minds and be our own worst critic, our own worst enemy. I know I'm so completely guilty of this. And it's, for me, I do a redirection process, and that's what I've learned through the NLP experiments I've done throughout the last like 14 years of my life, where when I find myself in that state, I'm able to catch myself pretty quickly and I redirect, or at least make myself aware that I have to redirect. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away. But there's this really cool one too. And it says, of course, here and now is what really matters, but people will be people. So, given that you're a forever being, I do hope you're spending as much time looking forward as you are looking back. Because really, forever means you have quite a lot to look forward to. And I love that. Like, that really helps me. There's this other one, and this is the one way that I thought of you directly. If you could see just how life was meant to be, you'd probably faint because things would look exactly like they look today, and you'd find that you are exactly where you're supposed to be in an adventure without end. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, that's some deep shit, but I think that's so cool. Okay, last one, I promise. Can you imagine having made a difference in so many lives that people everywhere talk about you for the rest of their lives? Can you imagine truly leaving the world in a better place than you found it? Can you imagine that all the angels might know your name? You have, it's done, they do. Good God Almighty, what are you going to do next? Just one of your many fans, the universe. P.S. And you're so young. Like, I just love his sarcasm and his funness. Is funness even a word? I don't know. I know funner isn't a word. Anyway, I just like to read this when I'm taking myself in life too seriously, and it always helps. Again, it's notes from the universe. If you haven't signed up for Mike Dooley's notes from the universe, it's free to sign up, and you get them every day in your email, and you can form them to whatever you're trying to manifest in your life. He was in The Secret as well, but there was one more point I wanted to make, and I'm forgetting it now. I'm having a blonde moment again, even though I'm a blonde. So, oh yeah, I just wanted to really thank everybody too. And Sammy, I wanted to say that you are incredible. And even though it may not seem with the area that you live in or the surroundings, like you say, you're in, might not be that favorable right now, but I promise that there's a bigger picture. And you're doing a great job just in everything. I mean, I remember the day that Dino picked you for one of the candidates, one of the lots of candidates that he had. You were the only woman, the only girl. And I was like, dang, I got to get to know that girl because she seems awesome. And you are. You're awesome, Sammy. And thank you so much for following and tuning in to us, and for paving the way for other people to start tuning in and following and actually doing something too. I really, really appreciate it. And just everybody who tunes in to this challenge, my previous challenges, Wade's previous stuff. I know we both really, really thank you all for watching, and also for your feedback. That really is important so that we can know how to improve as individuals. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to all like our main supporters and our peeps is what I like to call them, but especially Dave Daly. Dave, you're awesome. So looking forward to our next brainstorm session. Brian King, you are always amazing in my book. Colin Porter, Sam Gonzo, Caleb Mason, you're funny. You blow me away sometimes. And there's so many people I'm forgetting because I'm such an airhead right now. But it's okay, I love it. But just thank you, everybody. And I'm so looking forward as well to day 13. There's some really, really huge topics that I want to talk about that I don't address publicly because I've been too scared. I don't talk about them. They're like the no-nos, like the non-negotiables for me publicly, but I'm going to do it before these 30 days are over. And I'm not going to tell you what they are because I want it to be a surprise, but yeah, okay. All right, let's see. 19 minutes. I don't have my glasses on. 19 minutes. Woo! Where does the time go? Okay. Lots of love to you all. I hope you have a magnificent, what will it be when you're seeing this Wednesday? See, I'm in a total different realm. Anyways, thank you to everybody who supports us, so our fans, followers, subscribers all over the world. And I just love you all. And thanks so much for your support. You're awesome, you're great, and you rock it. Mwah! Keep purposely loving your life and living it up, because I know I will. Take care.